Ladies and gentlemen, time now for the nation's sharpest opinion. And there's this fellow, he's a singer, actor of some kind, Diljit Dosanjh. Now, he's acted in a movie apparently produced by someone in Canada, a Canadian production house. And he's acted in the movie with a Pakistani actress. And this particular Pakistani actress, ladies and gentlemen, Hania Aamir or something like that. She's the Pakistani lead actress opposite Diljit Dosanjh. And this Hania Aamir is very abusive towards the people of India, the Indian army. She was absolutely abusive of India, called the Indian army and Indians cowardly when we carried out Operation Sindoor. But the problem is that for Diljit Dosanjh, this is not a big deal. You see, Diljit Dosanjh is this Bollywood type. Now suddenly wants to be friendly with everyone. Same Aman Ki Asha philosophy. He says, what's the big deal if I'm acting with a Pakistani? Things were okay between India and Pakistan earlier when the movie was being shot. Now Diljit Dosanjh, either you know nothing about geopolitics or India-Pakistan relations. When were things ever okay between India and Pakistan? My question is, why do people in Bollywood have to act with Pakistanis? In a country of 1.4 billion people, you can't find a single Indian to act with. You have to act with the Pakistani and then you have to defend it. As a result, all the big Bollywood groups are now coming together and saying that all Pakistanis should be banned, this film should be banned, and any production in India, and I support it completely, any film, television, OTT production in India with any iota of Pakistani involvement should be banned. So apparently this film, it's called Sardar Ji 3. It will be, of course, released in Pakistan tomorrow. So Diljit Dosanjh, getting a lot of support in Pakistan, but a lot of criticism here in India because he's acting opposite a person called Hania Aamir. And Diljit Dosanjh said, producers ka bahut paisa laga hua hai. How much money has been invested, Mr. Diljit Dosanjh? 100 crore, 200 crore? Is that the price of national interest, nationalism? What is Diljit Dosanjh's own stake in the movie? Has he invested money into it? If so, how much? Is that more than the cost of the lives lost in the Pahalgam massacre? The problem with these people, these film types, these actor types, film director types, they talk about the investment in a movie, the profit of a movie. Is that more than the 26 lives lost in Pahalgam? Is that more than the dreams of a newly married woman, Diljit Dosanjh, whose husband was killed right in front of her during their honeymoon? Is that more than the life of a civilian whose children will never be able to see him again? Is that more, Diljit Dosanjh, than 166 people killed during 26/11? Is that more than the 13 lives lost in Poonch or the 40 CRPF Jawans martyred in Pulwama? Tell me, Diljit Dosanjh, if you can. But for God's sake, don't do this Karan Johar act in front of me. I don't know. We are creative people. Rubbish. You're creative people, but you're creative people in this country. This is the country that's given you a lot. India deserves accountability. What does this pehle situation acha tha mean? Things have never been right between India and Pakistan. Pakistani actors should never have been entertained after the Pulwama attack. Pakistani actor Fawad Khan was reportedly paid crores for a film now unlikely to release in India. That money, taxed in Pakistan, doesn't just boost his bank account. It helps fund the very state machinery that sends bullets across our borders. And these Pakistani actors, they are not neutral. They don't say we are creative. They abuse us. This whole Bollywood circuit should realize. I don't know which la-la land they live in. These people have a real problem, these Bollywood types. By the way, I want to remind you viewers, never forget that during Operation Sindoor, this Bollywood industry had a finger on its lips. Hardly a statement. Everybody went quiet, underground. It was a near COVID environment they had created where they should not speak, should not come out, should not be heard. Do you think we don't notice this? This is the same person, this Hania Aamir, who calls Operation Sindoor cowardly. Diljit Dosanjh must realize we watch everything that he says, everything that he says. When he went to the Met Gala, apparently he said, I was thinking of wearing a cape with a map of Punjab. Well, you're talking about getting Punjab along. Why not say India? Where is India? Does Neeraj Chopra say that he's winning Olympic medals for Haryana? Does Mary Kom say she's winning boxing championships for Manipur? When Shankar Mahadevan won the Grammy, he said, I really felt proud to represent India musically. Shankar Mahadevan did not mention Maharashtra. So you see this, I don't understand this logic. I just do not understand this logic. I think it's disrespectful. But more than Diljit Dosanjh, I mean, I don't know who he is. I mean, all the bigger Bollywood guys, all the bigger Bollywood directors and actors, and all these people who pretend to be apolitical, they are not apolitical. Let me remind you, sometimes after taking money, sometimes without taking money, they have campaigned for the Congress all the time. In fact, some of the biggest ones in Bollywood who've suddenly gone completely quiet now have fought elections for the Congress party and become members of parliament. That time they were political. Now they are apolitical. When it comes to national interest, speaking up for the Indian army, they are apolitical. That's why I believe Bollywood has a problem. I have a problem with Bollywood. I'm sure Bollywood has a problem with me. I don't care. It's a free country. We can have our say, can't we? But one thing I cannot accept, and one thing you must not accept, is any presence of Pakistan, Pakistani/Pakistani associate, such Pakistani expatriate, immigrant, business, money, anything in Bollywood. Bollywood, tele-industry, OTTs, anyone. It's time to stop that. It's time to declare. It's time to be clear which side you're on.